In this presentation, we are going to take some time to understand how to work in the screens. This overview should provide you with an understanding of how to search for existing data, add and delete your data, and make updates to the data in your screens. We are going to start by searching for existing data. You will see that in order to search for existing data, all users will enter values in the left-hand side of the screen. The search parameters available to you will depend on the screen that you are on. There are two different avenues in which you can search for data in Softrip. Consistent with most of the fields in Softrip, you can expand the search grid by selecting the arrow. You can control the number of results you want returned by adjusting the number in the limit field. Once you find the result that you are looking for, you can click on the row and hit select. The second way that users can search for information is by typing text into the fields. Each field should automatically respond with data that matches the text entered. Often, there are free-form fields where you can enter in a few words with a wildcard search. It is important to note that users will want to use the asterisk for any wildcard searches. In this example, we entered the city New York, and all suppliers that include the city of New York have returned on the right-hand side of the page. On many of the Softrip screens, user can expand the advanced options to view and use additional search parameters if necessary. If no search fields are used in the search, a generic search can be conducted to view all results. When using this method, the response of these screens is dependent on the amount of data that is being searched for in a return. Once the results are displayed on the screen, data can also be found by using the quick search option. In order to add new content onto your screens, you can select the plus sign on your grid. Once you select the plus sign, the fields at the bottom of the screen will become editable, allowing you to enter the necessary information as it relates to the screen that you are working on. Required fields are marked with a red asterisk. You will not be able to save your data if this information is not added into these fields. Once all of the necessary information is added into the screen, select Save. If you are entering in a lot of information and data into your screens, Softrip provides a Copy as New function. The Copy as New function will take the existing row of data, copy the information at the bottom of the screen, which will allow you to update whatever fields are necessary. This function is helpful when you are entering a lot of information that has shared fields among one another. When working in your Softrip screens, you can right-click on the row of data. When using the right-click option, users will always be able to edit, copy as new, and delete the row of data. You will also have the opportunity to jump to other screens by using the right-click option. Looking at products, you will see that the right-click option also helps you navigate through your application and supports you in building the data in your application. Another opportunity for users to access other screens is by selecting or clicking on any of the blue hyperlinks that are available within the application. In Softrip, you also have the ability to mass change items on your grid. When viewing your data in your grid, you will see 2 hours at the top of the column headers. If you see 2 hours at the top of your column headers, then you will have the opportunity to mass update your data. You have a few options when conducting a mass change. The first of which is entering your details that you will be changing and selecting Save Later. By selecting Save Later, your changes will appear in red, which means that your changes have not yet been saved. The second option is to enter your details in your mass change and select Save. This will automatically update your changes. Your last option in that screen is to do a Find and Replace change. This is helpful when you need to extend your dates or update one value to the next on multiple different rows. It is important to also note that there are some screens and some fields where you can conduct a change to your data directly on the grid itself. In order to delete your data on the screen, you have two different options. The first option is by selecting the row that you want to delete and using the right-click option. The second is by selecting multiple rows and selecting the trash can icon. As stated in the warning messages that you will see, once you delete your data, it cannot be recovered. Thanks for watching. Please view our Knowledge Center for more information.